It's a poem called Bluffs, written in February 2000. The cleaner the earth, the emptier of tracks. The slower I drive, heavy to leave behind flat snow or whole cement, preserving no voices, scissored in the flood of epileptic daylight. I'll know the town when I'm on it. Through crumbling engine, I attempt to overlook Judy's phone voice like a candle in a night-tall parlor, farther from here than rain. Tell me who I am, storefront and boulevard. The sign said Bluffs, nothing contradicts it. Different breeds of cherry make the colors of the vehicles, duck's paths drawn on ponds at two ends of a golf green. Does a horse pause nearby? How high do the trees go? Will striped moths clear their tops in clouds, asking, is a gig with a salary under the table? Here come people, none with Judy's stare wrung into the sink, none with Mason's horrible hands passing a gun in the heart of a blanket. That woman might be Mom, and possibly is, sleek toes tipped down to imagine the floorboards. That boy is a boy too easily, comics and a movie plot, glucose and hold ice threatening his walk. That girl could be reasoning in circles. My car yearns to park and bang in a shadow. Somewhere I saw a Buddha in kind stone, asleep, head on spoon hand. Is there sweat on me? Where does it pad me, as long as it isn't my forehead? Here come people with eyes in between them, panels on a prize, lotuses on scum. Follow after that one, into such districts of displeasure and making do, into checking for fever, into milk kept overtime, into a rocking chair woken past midnight, lean on hair unfixed and stretch marks showing up, and the fat of years slowing the limbs' hope. Guess, after all, she's been happy. I transport Judy's final light next to the pocket flash stowed in the glove compartment. Her final and first cry gets play on the radio. Twisted lips of newborn in frozen fluorescence. I am not running. I am not running. Someone has given this to me. They put glass in front, the people of Bluffs. Glass in front of nothing because the sun can't see. Mason and I were boys too, and when the lake was lazy we'd prod it with rowing, and when holy birches shook we'd sculpt science fictions with water on our shoulders, a wood without women, cracking. Who's got a gun? Anybody? Who'd like one? Your faces slip by nailed, onerous, crisp. Judy stared at her book, barely swerving the stare, as if the words might scatter if she didn't keep an eye out. That was the cafeteria and the one seat, and I didn't want to disturb her, as much as I did want to. A politician's odor, even if he isn't. How he tarries on the pavement with no one to buttonhole, no pain to preen in, no motive for posing, except just here it plucks him like a bell note, is a likely camera op. I came a husband before noticing it. I came a lover less and less. I'm no more strange than to have the mirrors be the right place to look. Not the face fire-smoothed, dancing nervy in its hollows. I'm no more strange than you could be, codger, sliding foot in front of foot on your way to heave a breath or two breaths or draw a breath in, and your fury teenaged and gone at a gallop. God help me. God help me. It was all I could keep saying once help was ruled out and no one stood around who might help, not God. God help me. God help me. God help me. The light knocks on them this time, a lacing of vine through slat, blue flower smoldering. Light won't quit knocking on the flagpole by the grade school, ash and summer. On the far back trailer rigged with antennas and dishes improbable. On stars of bottle glass rising tackle on the road, unavoided. Lean clouds lay, grease on a griddle above his trim voice. Keep this for me. I'm scared to have it in the house. Prop them. The legs. The other pair of legs. Crooks onto your shoulders, as I saw you do. Guide yourself crazy. Flick the hair a moment off your working brows, black hair one with sweat. Clouds that day too. A window could be a window. I take the turn. Unrulier beard grass where a gate was, but the drive too packed for weed to linger. Still, dust funnels up, ochre and loosened. Nobody's been here for months, perhaps. Years, is that possible? The farm gone under, I know, but the house visibly gray, shut up, standing. No one to circle behind it to the clutch of graves. Judy, I will let you have the last word this once in my life. Stop, you said. Now I turn the key and obey. The air bends over me strained, guessing something. I get the blanket from the trunk. I go where I came from, but not inside. Round back. Round the world. Crunching, crunching, restful. Mother, Father, it doesn't seem too long. Mother, Father, I never told you I was married. Mother, Father, I never told you where I went. Mother, Father, I'll never tell you a thing. This isn't where I wound up or where I belong. Nothing like that. A focus of tendons, some tugged, some slack. That's about it. This place is a lack of exercise, a lack of effort. This place was hardly yours, let alone mine. Make it hers. Make it his. Don't talk back. You're too strong to argue, and you're too dead to know. I've got flames around my mouth, but won't open my lips. These are my hands, white like fired silicon. My ears are picking up a stealth like darkness, a violence almost small. Do you remember the turtle? Mother, Father, whose shell I split just to see what was inside? Do you remember the thing the turtle said that moment? It seemed, if I knew that word, could keep it on the earth, I'd never need to talk again. I couldn't remember. I'm a slow learner. Do you? Tell me who I am.